Norway has a big reputation for having some of the priciest groceries in the world. Visitors land in Oslo, Bergen, or Trondheim, visit the first supermarket, and their eyes go wide at the checkout. Bread, milk, and a few apples can cost more than a small meal in their home country. Many people wonder, is it really that expensive, or are they just picking the wrong things? Why are the prices so high? Is it just because Norway is rich, or are there other reasons? There's a lot behind those numbers on the shelf. Geography, history, and even habits all play a part. And yet, Norwegians still buy their food every week and keep smiling. Today, we'll tour the supermarkets, check the prices for real, and see what the weekly bill looks like. We'll also talk to some locals and share their best money-saving tips. And at the end, we'll answer that big question: is Norway's food really too expensive, or is there more to the story? So, grab your shopping list. Let's find out what's really going on in those Norwegian grocery aisles. Norway doesn't have big hypermarkets like some places in Europe. Instead, there are a few big supermarket chains on nearly every corner. The main ones are Rema 1000, Kiwi, Coop, and many. Each has its own style, prices, and loyal fans. Rema 1000 is famous for its low prices and simple layout. It cuts costs by selling fewer products and focusing on essentials. Kiwi is the other big budget chain. Its green signs are everywhere, and it's known for good deals on fruit, bread, and dairy. Many Norwegians stop there first. Coop is a cooperative chain, so it's owned by its customers. There are different types, like Coop Pre, which is cheap, Coop Mega, which is bigger and fancier, and Coop Extra, which is discount. Many is the fancy one. It's more expensive, but you get a bigger selection, better meat, and gourmet treats. Most people pick their favorite, but sometimes they shop at more than one. The chains compete hard on price, which is good news for anyone looking to save a little money. Norwegians are smart about their shopping. Most families don't just go to one supermarket for everything. Instead, they check flyers and apps for weekly deals before heading out. If chicken is cheaper at Kiwi this week and bananas are on sale at Rema 1000, they'll visit both. Many Norwegians use mobile apps to see which store has the best prices. Some even plan the shopping trip around special promotions. For example, eggs might be half price at Coop, while cheese is discounted at many. This hopping around takes extra time, but it saves real money. It's common to see people with 2 or 3 grocery bags from different stores. Locals are proud of finding the best deal. Some also buy bulk items or non-perishables when they're on sale and freeze them for later. A bit of planning goes a long way. Visitors might find this system confusing at first, but it's how Norwegians keep their food bills down. The secret is flexibility and a good eye for discounts. Let's start with the basics. Bread is a daily staple here. A standard loaf of white bread costs about $3.50. For a nicer, grainy loaf, expect to pay around $4.50. Milk comes in 1-liter cartons, about $2.20 each. Norwegians drink a lot of milk, so this adds up fast. Eggs are usually sold in packs of 12. A dozen eggs costs $4.80 to $5.50, depending on the brand. Cheese is a favorite, especially Norvegia or Jarlsberg. A 400-gram block of Norwegia cheese costs about $8.50. Butter is also more expensive than in the US, at around $4.20 for a 250-gram pack. Compared to the US, these prices can seem shocking. In America, bread can be under $2. Milk is often less than $1.50 per liter, and eggs might cost $2 to $3 per dozen. Cheese and butter are also usually cheaper. This is why so many visitors are surprised. For locals, these are just normal prices, but for newcomers, it takes some getting used to. These staples are the building blocks of breakfast and lunch for most families. Meat is where the costs really jump. Chicken breast, for example, is about $16 per kilogram. Ground beef is usually around $18 per kilo. Pork chops can be $15 per kilo, and beef steak is even higher, sometimes $26 per kilo. Sausages and processed meats are also pricey. Seafood, on the other hand, is sometimes a better deal. Fresh farmed salmon is a Norwegian favorite, and you might find it for about $12 per kilo. Cod and other white fish are similar, but imported seafood, like shrimp or tuna, gets expensive fast, sometimes over $20 per kilo. Norwegians love meat, but many eat less of it to save money. Fish is often a more affordable protein, especially if you buy what's in season or on special. Some families go meatless a few days a week, which helps the budget. Compared to the US, beef and chicken can be double the price. Seafood can be cheaper in Norway, but only if you stick to what's local and fresh. Fruit and vegetables can be expensive in Norway, especially if they're imported. A kilo of apples is about $3.50 US, bananas are $2.20 per kilo, and oranges are $3.80 per kilo. Tomatoes cost around $4.50 per kilo, and a cucumber is about $2 each. Prices go up in winter when more produce is shipped from southern Europe or even farther. Local berries, like strawberries or blueberries, are delicious in summer but can cost $8 to $10 per small basket. Potatoes and root vegetables are cheaper, especially when they're in season. Norwegians love their greens, but they have to pay for them. Many families buy frozen vegetables to save money. These are usually just as healthy and much cheaper. Some even grow their own herbs and salad greens at home in the summer. Visitors from the US or Southern Europe are often surprised. In the US, a bag of apples or bananas can cost half as much. It really makes you appreciate every crunchy carrot and juicy orange. Snacking is a serious business in Norway. A bar of chocolate like Freia Melkesjokolade costs about $4 US. A small bag of potato chips is $3. Cookies and biscuits are $4 to $5 per package. Ice cream is a treat. A 1-liter tub goes for around $7. Soda is expensive because of sugar taxes. A 1.5-liter bottle of Coke or Fanta costs $4.50. Juice is about $3.50 per liter. Coffee is a must in Norway. Most people buy it ground in 250-gram bags for about $6. A coffee at a cafe will set you back $4 to $5 per cup. Alcohol is the priciest of all. Beer and wine are only sold at special stores called Vinmonopolet, and prices are very high. A 6-pack of beer might cost $20. Most families only buy alcohol for special occasions. Snacks add up fast on the bill. Norwegians enjoy them, but they're careful not to overdo it, both for the wallet and for their health. Let's add it all up. Here's a typical shopping list for a small family, like, say 2 adults and 2 kids. So, you've got bread, 2 loaves for $9, milk, 4 liters for $8.80, a dozen eggs, $5, cheese, 400 grams, $8.50, butter, 250 grams, $4.20, chicken breast, 1 kilogram, $16, ground beef, 500 grams, $9, salmon, 500 grams, $6, apples, 1 kilogram, $3.50, bananas, 1 kilogram, $2.20, tomatoes, 1 kilogram, $4.50, potatoes, 2 kilograms, $3, frozen vegetables, 1 bag, $3, coffee, 250 grams, $6, chocolate, 2 bars, $8, and soda, 2 bottles, $9. That all adds up to about $106.70 for a week's worth of basics and, a few treats. For a larger family or bigger eaters, the weekly bill can easily reach $150 to $200 or more. This is much higher than in the US, where a similar list might cost just $60 to $80. Norwegians have learned all the tricks to keep food costs down. They buy store brands which are up to 30% cheaper. They look for tilbud, that's discounts, every week and plan their meals around what's on sale. Freezing meat or fish when it's discounted is a common trick too. Many families avoid expensive convenience stores, like Narvesen or Deli de Luca. Those shops have high prices and are really only for last-minute needs. Some people even drive across the Swedish border to shop for cheaper groceries a few times a year. Locals also waste as little as possible. They use leftovers for lunch the next day and get creative with whatever's in the fridge. Some join food-sharing apps or local Facebook groups to swap or share food that might otherwise go to waste. These habits actually make a real difference. With smart shopping, families can cut their bills by 20 to 30%, enough for a few more chocolate bars or maybe a weekend hike. It's true, Norway's grocery prices are among the highest in the world. But why is that? Well, one major reason is high wages. Norwegians earn more, and shop workers are paid fairly, so that cost is baked into the price of food. There are also high taxes on sugar, alcohol, and imports, which push up prices. But, Norwegians also have good budgeting habits. They cook at home, eat simple meals, and don't waste much. Eating out is expensive, so most people just make their own food. Over time, families adjust their habits and learn to shop smarter. If you compare grocery bills to average incomes, Norwegians actually spend a similar share of their paycheck on food as Americans do. The sticker shock is real, but it's not the whole story. Life here is balanced by high salaries, good benefits, and a strong social safety net. For visitors, the prices are surprising, but for locals, it's just the cost of living in a country with high standards and honestly big natural beauty. So, is Norway really that expensive for food? On paper, yes, but Norwegians have learned to manage, and visitors can too. The best advice? Shop where locals shop, look for deals and try store brands, avoid convenience shops and eat at home as much as possible. Get creative with your recipes, try local fish, and enjoy the freshest produce in summer. If you're staying longer, get a loyalty card or download a grocery app. Every little trick helps. Norway's supermarket prices may shock you at first, but with a little planning you can eat well without breaking the bank. And, the real treat here is the view from your picnic spot.